Sidemen spoke about it on the Sidecast.
Yeah.
On their podcast. They did an issue with the Times magazine.
Okay.
They were promised. They did like a full interview for it. They were promised like an in-depth article about them. They were also promised the front cover. They were going to be the front cover. Yeah. Hence why they took it, because usually they wouldn't really mess about with stuff like that. But they were like, what the hell was that?
What the hell was that? I thought that was the camera.
So did I. What is that? There's a mad squeaky noise going.
Huh?
Dogs don't have toys.
I know.
Or they don't have squeaky toys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, they were. The reason they took it was because they were promised front cover, and they were like, it could be a good idea for like us to break out into mainstream.
Yeah.
As a group.
Yeah.
And I think they literally just got completely screwed over. So they weren't front page in the end.
Yeah.
Their article was really bland. Like, it didn't really show them off as like the quality and how much time and effort they put into their stuff. First of all, they titled them as KSI and his friends, which is a bit dead. It's a bit peak.
Oh.
And then instead of going through like all the quality of like content they make,
That's so peak.
they would just gave like a really bland, like, yeah, they're a group of YouTubers. Apparently they said that they make iPhone standard quality content.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Really weird.
Mate,
bro,
they've got teams on teams on teams.
I reckon I think they probably have better quality than a lot of TV shows.
100%.
I'd say.
Oh my god, have you seen like their game shows and just like the videos they come up with? The
podcast
said, like,
in itself is insane. Like the set
and the team behind it are amazing. Like, I watch Con's videos all the time.
Yeah.
I actually love Con. Like, he's sick.
Yeah, very sick. Big up Con.
I remember when I met him. I met him at KSI Logan Paul press conference.
Oh yeah.
And he just had his camera, his GoPro in the sky, and was like, "Oh my god, Ethan's cousin." He was like Ethan's Russian cousin. It was jokes. I mean, chatted him,
Chatted him up.
chatted to him for a bit. But yeah, I love Con, and
That's
their
sick.
team is sick. Like, what do you mean iPhone quality?
But apparently that's what they said in the podcast. It's like they make iPhone quality standard content and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just like a really, and all the fans that read the article were like, this literally does not represent them at all.
Innit?
And now they're literally on their podcast just being like, yeah, screw PR, like screw the media.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they didn't want to do it, because they don't get it. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like the mainstream media apart from KSI, who kind of broke out of it, and Jake Paul, who kind of broke out of it, maybe Logan Paul, they just want to absolutely deny that YouTube is arguably doing better than they are.
Yeah.
I think mainstream media still see YouTube as like, there's these kids making just these silly videos online. Like, they don't actually see it as like a proper entertain. It's on par with things like Netflix, YouTube. Like, it's on par. Like, they just. Why do you think
I watch more YouTube than Netflix?
100%. Why do you think mainstream media don't take YouTube seriously? What do you reckon it is about it? Yeah, because for some reason they just don't take it seriously at all.
Nah, maybe because of like the few odd people that come out from it, and that give it a bad name.
Yeah, true.
That's what I just think.
Very true.
I think, like, in the world, I think the bad always does overweigh.
To be fair, whenever something bad goes on with YouTube, they always have to mention like from YouTube.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
so like, anything bad that happens from YouTube is definitely going to overweigh the good. So
I just feel like they don't take it seriously. Like, the money in YouTube is mad, and I don't think they understand that. Because like,
they're just not class it as a job, innit?
You get any YouTuber on shows like, no offense, lads, but shows like Good Morning or something like that, and they'll be like, so what did your mother say when you started making these videos instead of doing schoolwork and stuff? It's always the same thing. Like, they haven't developed their mindset about YouTube. It's always just sort of like, so I don't understand how you can play a video game and people watch it, and like they haven't developed like their thought process about YouTube. I just think it's still the same how people saw it years ago, when it's actually growing very quickly. And that's all because of the Interlude, mate.
Come on.
We're smashing it.
We're doing it.
We're carrying the YouTube scene. And people can't touch us.
Ooh. Yeah.
We are the best, I think.
We are the best.
I'd argue. My drunk clip? I was saying that we're a stinker. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.